Oh, how long have you been in Ukraine right now?
I've been in Ukraine since last, I guess about, I'm trying to remember what day we came. About 10 days.
Okay. What do you think of Ukrainian cinema? What have you seen so far?
I haven't seen anything.
You haven't seen anything?
No, I haven't.
You haven't seen anything here?
No, I've been running around talking to people. I've been preparing for this talk about Chernobyl. I have not seen, unfortunately, anything. That's embarrassing, isn't it?
Well, I can't answer that for you. That's up to you.
I'm embarrassed.
Okay. What have you seen from or heard from some of the filmmakers out here? And what kind of impressions do you have?
I think here's what I have heard. I have heard that this is a emerging industry here. That there's a history of film, but I also hear that it's been very difficult for people to find their filmic identity. But I think there's a great interest and desire to do so, and I think it's emerging. And I think that the industry is on the verge of becoming more. That's what I think.
Yeah, I've seen some films here, and the talent is, I will describe it as very incredible. The realism, I have no idea why this is being held up in this country, other than,
I think it's always financial. I think it comes down to resources and who's willing to put up the money.
yeah, because I've seen some very talented young directors here.
Oh, I'm sure of that. I am certain. I'm certain there are incredibly talented directors and writers and cinematographers here. I'm always amazed by the talent pool. It's just always what it comes down to. Unfortunately, at least my experience is the finances. Who's willing to put up the money?
Yeah. What kind of questions have you received from some of these filmmakers here?
Mostly the questions I've been asked is how do you get there, right? And what is the process for writing, and what is my point of view on storytelling? It's I'm very specific as a writer, right? My background is writing.
Okay, yeah, I understand that. When you wrote for like Good Times and Maud, yeah, like I know I grew up on those shows, so I knew all about Maud. It was a great show.
Thank you.
And Good Times, yeah.
We had a lot of fun with those shows.
Dynamite.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, you remember that? Yeah. So I remember that as a kid.
I wrote it. You kidding?
Yeah. Did you ever think you'd be here in a place like this?
No, never. This is a great opportunity for me to just meet other people who are interested in doing what I do. It's that simple for me. I'm not a very deep person. I tell this all the time. Look, my purpose here is twofold. One is of course, personal, which is to meet like-minded people and exchange ideas. The other one is that I represent a film school from Canada,
Yes.
right? And we get students who have come to us from Ukraine. This young woman is one of my students in Vancouver. We're interested in training, in helping the next generation of Ukrainian filmmaker learn their craft. There's a great interest in writing, screenwriting, and in the Western method and style of it, right? Because people want to emulate what they see on the streaming services now. And so our school, which has been around 32 years, right? We know what we're doing when it comes to, I think, to training and helping people achieve their goals. Not only Canadians, but 50% of our students come from all over the world, as you may or may not know. I'm leaving here tomorrow to go to India because we're opening a campus in Mumbai. We have great expertise in helping students from all over the world, I think, achieve their dreams.
Okay. I was going to ask you, and just as an aside question, right? Who dreamt up the word dynamite on Good Times? Was that you or
No, that was Jimmy
Jimmy
Walker. The
He
actor.
actually thought of himself.
It was part of his act. He had a stand-up act.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was wondering, like everybody's always asked me that.
No, it was
Who thought
Jimmy.
of that? And I said, if I ever get the opportunity, I'm going to ask that.
Jimmy Walker.
How was it like working with him?
Great. He lovely man. He loved writers.
Yeah, he just seemed to be a natural comedian.
Well, most of the people you see on all those shows are natural comedians.
Yeah. Out of all the old shows you worked on, which was your favorite one?
They were all my favorite. Jefferson's, Good Times, Maud, One Day at a Time, Full House, Three's Company. I don't have a favorite. I really don't. I enjoyed them all. None was a bad experience.
Okay, thank you.
My pleasure.